Hello, everyone. I'm here to talk to you about a great opportunity that has opened up for the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir Public Service Commission has released the notification calling for applications for 10+2 lecturer. You know, before I go into the syllabus, just wanted to remind you that career is to be molded. There is an academic journey that is ahead of us. Many opportunities open up. We have to write many exams. People who have reached central universities and big positions are all people who went step by step, passing one exam after another. Preparing for an exam is a wonderful thing because it helps us to hone our skills, to develop our knowledge and understanding of the subject. That is why preparing for exams is a very big step in education. Even though you are all worried about jobs and completing your education, education is an ongoing process. We cannot just stop with one exam, can we? So here is the syllabus. I want to go over the syllabus once and then provide you with some strategies for success. UPHESC has also started a course for Jammu and Kashmir 10+2 lecturer exam, but even without the course, with a lot of material that is out there in our YouTube channel, you might be able to prepare. But in the course, we will cover the entire syllabus. We will give you live lectures with lifetime recording. We will give you topic-wise quizzes and model tests. We'll give you a great deal of support and motivation. Now, the syllabus goes like this. History of English Literature from Chaucer to T.S. Eliot. That is easy. You have to cover the entire syllabus. We'll also look at the PYQ. Stay with us. After the syllabus, I'll go on to look at some of the previous year questions. Literary criticism with particular reference to Aristotle, Coleridge, Arnold, and Eliot. This is also apparently simple because these are the major literary critics. Then we have to look at poetry and drama with reference to Shakespeare, John Milton, Dryden, Wordsworth, Byron, Shelley. So we have Renaissance authors, we have 17th century authors, Restoration, Romantic period, up to T.S. Eliot again. English fiction with reference to Jane Austen, Charles Dickens, all the classics, the major fiction writers, up to Graham Greene. So the syllabus is taking us in British literature up to the middle of the 20th century. And then English essay on non-fiction with reference to Bacon, Addison, Lamb, and Hazlitt. So the literature part is not very challenging. We don't have American or post-colonial literatures for this syllabus. Now, what do? How do you prepare for an exam like this? You have to set your timetable or goals. Give yourself small goals. Don't think like I have to cover entire syllabus, not like that. What will you do this week? Of course, you should have the larger picture, but how will you prepare this week? How will you prepare this month? And very importantly, to cover the syllabus and to achieve your target, you have to manage your time. You have to understand that many times the timetable may not be followed very clearly. We have other distractions, other things will come up, but that's okay. You have to cover this topic in this day. You have to cover these subjects in this month, like that. If you have a general idea, you can, according to your time, your availability, you can cover the entire syllabus. Even if you study only like half an hour or 15 minutes at a time, you can multiply it by 5-6 times in a day. Every day, whenever you get time, you should cover a little portion. Like that, we can study. At UPHESC, we have multimodal approach. That means We have live lectures, we have recorded classes, and fresh, totally new material. We have an amazing team who is sitting down to create new material that is really becoming advantageous to all the exams. We have a bouquet of courses now running. There are many courses running, and there is special discount for our alumni. We have started giving our alumni or previous students a special discount from 2025, because we have crossed 25 years of work, of amazing service. The entire team of Bhalat is excited. So we decided, because we have covered over 25 years, we thought from 2025, we should have an alumni. So the previous students can join our courses on a very good discount. Now, the syllabus also covers applied grammar. That is there in many of the exams that we see these days. Correct usage of prepositions, articles, auxiliaries. Don't worry, we have a language wing at Bhalat now. We are giving very good language support. We have a team to teach grammar and writing. There are also courses that we run to improve your pronunciation and interview performance also. So up to the career, the last moment of your entering the career, till then, we have something to help you. Don't worry. Spotting errors, one word substitution, synonyms, everything is there. Now, in an exam like this, what is most important? What is the most important thing before we go on to the PYQs? The most important thing, this is the PYQs. The most important thing is to stay positive. Do not get depressed. Do not lose your motivation. The right kind of mindset. You should believe in yourself. The right kind of mindset, positivity. Even if you are making mistakes or forgetting, you should understand that that's okay. Failures are stepping stones to success. What is the greatest quality of a student? It is resilience. Resilience. Exams are only one part of your journey. What is happening through exams is learning. A career has to be molded. We have to go step by step. At Bhalat, we are paying attention to careers a lot these days. How to, help our students to develop all their skills. Until recently, we thought that passing exam is enough. But passing an exam or many exams will not get you a job. You have to perform very well in the interviews. And even after you get into the job, you have to continue your performance, right? So we are giving importance to all that, honing your skills and bringing you up to your career. Let us take a quick look at the exam paper. Now, the questions are very simple, but unless you study, you may not be able to get it right. For example, the Battle of Philippi. It appears in which play? Battle of Philippi is in Julius Caesar. Hamlet is a tragedy of, is it love, ambition, jealousy, or indecisiveness? So here in these exam papers, what do you see? You see that they are not focusing on facts anymore. They are focusing on interpretation. So there are many coaching centers that would give you shortcuts, short material, very brief material. With that, you will not be able to develop your analytical skills. With that, you cannot develop your analytical skills, because in the exams, there is a combination of factual questions which can be memorized and also analytical questions. And very important, unless you know English language, you will not be able to answer many of these questions. I see that many people are coaching in Hindi, which is good to understand, but in the exam, you will fail maybe because you may not be able to understand the question. There will be very good words, very high words in the exam. For example, what is indecisiveness? If you don't understand, you will not be able to answer. So I'm strongly against preparing English literature in Hindi, because in the exam level, you will be at a disadvantage. Those who know English will, especially NET and SET exams. Okay, let us quickly look at some of the questions again. Who thought of Oedipus complex as a reason for delay in Hamlet? Oedipus complex was developed by Sigmund Freud. But who talked about Oedipus complex as a delay in Hamlet? Who wrote Hamlet and Oedipus? It is Ernest Jones. These are not very easy questions. For people who study, it is good. But unless you study well in the right way, it is not enough. Milton's Comus is a mask. They can also ask you a lot of literary terms also. Literary terms are extremely important in many of the exams. Okay, we have a complete comprehensive approach to all this in our course. In which play does Forest of Arden appear? Forest of Arden is in As You Like It. So, this is an easy exam if you study. If you don't study, you might get into trouble. Milton's Areopagitica. Everybody knows Areopagitica, 1644. It is what? A plea for the freedom of the press. The wonderful thing about the Vallat course, even if you have done your net coaching with us, if you are preparing for this exam, it is better to come for this course because we have right now new materials and a new method based on PYQs. Our revision classes, PYQ discussions based on that particular exam will be beneficial. Milton's area, I was saying the wonderful thing about Vallat courses is that we are focusing on giving the practice based on your exam now. We are not recycling old material. The phrase willing suspension of disbelief was coined by Wordsworth, Coleridge, Eliot, Arnold. It is Coleridge. Who propounds the touchstone method? Who propounded? It is Arnold. So if you know literary history and the authors who are prescribed, if you know literary terms, if you know the literary critical terms and also the authors who are prescribed, also, if you have a good command over English language, remember, studying in Hindi may not be sufficient because you may not be able to understand questions like this. Every question is not a simple question. For every single question, you will lose. So when you are misguided, I'm really worried about it. That's why I'm saying this. Which of the following is true regarding Eliot's opinion on poetry? Now, this is very analytical. Even in net, this kind of questions can come. Okay. Who among the following believes that poetry is the antithesis of science? Now, very important in all exams that are coming up like this is that there are quotations asked from many critical authors. From critics, there are quotations asked. So again, we have, as you know, a whole team at Vallat. All our team members have got JRF. They are experienced people. They have been teaching with Vallat for a long time. We are doing a lot of work collecting information like this, which will help all of you in various ways. So our course, some of you will be thinking, what are the details of the course? Because the exam is not announced, the date is not announced. Exam is announced, but date is not announced. So we are planning a long-term course until the exam. There is no coaching center in the entire country that will teach you up to the exam. Even if the exam takes 1 or 2 years, we are still teaching those people. Okay? You don't have to worry when you are with Vallat. And also, remember, we will teach you in an advanced manner, not shortcuts, not in a silly manner. Many people teach in a rather silly manner. When we teach, we are giving an advanced in-depth classes, which will help you in many exams. Okay. In many exams, you will find this useful. Right. So we have 6-month duration of the course. JK PSC +2 lectureship exam is of 6-month duration. We have Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Classes are in the evening starting from 5:30, 1.5 to 2 hours. It is very convenient for all of you. We will have a lot of opportunity to interact, and I will do a lot of classes. My team will also do. You don't have to worry about it. As you know, if you come to Vallat and study according to our pattern, you will pass with rank. Most of the exams happening these days have Vallat students in the top ranks. Okay, you can study in any way. I will not say we are the only people who are there. Everybody is doing a great job. You can also study without any coaching also. But I wish you all the best. All of you who are studying hard with or without coaching or with or without books, whatever it is, should pass. I am only saying that it is a little easier if you take our course, because we have a more structured approach. Always we focused on this, but now it is even better. Our team is doing a really good job. Okay, so that is the exam paper. Are you reading it? Who said tragedy imitates men as better, comedy as worse than they really are? This means what? We have to really read the original text. You know, the original texts are combed and lines from there are asked. So what do? We will read the text for you, and we will give you questions from there. We will give you practice from there. That is why it becomes easier. Summary of the text is not enough. Right. There are questions from T.S. Eliot's Murder in the Cathedral. There are questions, lots of questions from Arnold, many questions, like 5-10 questions from Arnold, 5-10 questions from one critic, like that they are asking. There are also chronology questions, year questions. Many of these are simple. The duration of Queen Victoria's reign was, that is interesting. She reigned from 1837 to 1901. Okay, you should not leave any stone unturned. You should thoroughly prepare, because all this could be very important in many exams. Even if you prepare for one exam, you can pass many exams like this. I know that you're all students these days. I'm so happy because of YouTube and all the exposure that we are getting through YouTube and all the online resources. The standard of learning has really increased. All of you are doing a lot of hard work. You are studying really hard, and you're all very earnest students. I'm so happy for that. I'm happy to be teaching at this time in history. One important thing: don't go in for shortcuts. Don't go in for any language other than Hindi. Studying English literature in Hindi or Malayalam or Tamil or whatever your vernacular languages is not good, because you have to improve your English language. Otherwise, you will not even understand the question sometimes, right? So many questions based on years are there. Isn't that wonderful? And then the language questions, English language questions are also there. So we will give you material for this also. Don't worry. And I hope to see you in the course. Otherwise, on YouTube, because we will be coming to YouTube also with some of these discussions. So those who are preparing for JK PSC 10+2 lecturer, feel free to contact us. Our number is 93878 39871. You can look at the description of the video, and you can also Google vallat.in. All our alumni or previous students are getting a discount from us from 2025, because we have completed 25 years. Now we are in the 26th year. We are completing the 26th year. Vallat is. So Vallat is very senior center, one of the grandmothers already, because our earliest students are principals and in senior positions now. Isn't that interesting? So see you all in the course. Happy learning. I will be back with more. There are many exams coming up. We will be doing more orientation.